Wouldn't it be great if you could just take a subject and transform that subject into a painting and the painting look great? On top of it, you have atmosphere, you have mood, you have emotion, you have your own identity, you have your own style, your own expression. And I think that's what many artists actually strive for. Yet that's not what we do. What we tend to do is to actually copy the subject that we see and put it down on the paper the way that we see it. Now, that's normal in a sense that it is necessary to copy to an extent. I would like to say to a small extent, because that's not the best way that you actually learn how to paint. You need to develop your observational skills, your analysis skills. However, you need to actually understand that there is a very big difference between the subject and a painting. Therefore, you can't simply just transpose the subject onto a paper and hope for a painting. So what I want to do this Monday, the 30th of March, is actually walk you through the steps and also why I think that the majority of people find it hard to know how to transform the subject into a painting. So we're going to be painting a still life. Now, still lifes are horrendous when it comes to this because you see the subject you painted. They're probably the biggest trap when it comes to this process, which also makes it the best subject to do if you want to correct it. So when we have this subject, it's a beautiful subject. It's actually a painting. It's not my painting, but it's actually a painting of a still life. It's got lemons, flowers. It's got all sorts of things. The arrangement of the shapes in this painting is already good. It's already, let's just say, it's been worked on and it's been developed really well. That's not the part that I want to teach you this week. This Monday, what I want to teach you is how you go from the subject to the painting and how you actually have to make a series of choices and how you can actually transform the entire subject so that you have a strong painting. So going from subject to painting isn't necessarily hard, but it's not just a matter of copying what you see. There are other steps that need to come into it, and that's what I want to talk about. And I want to walk you through this Monday, the 30th of March. So if you want to join me and paint along, feel free, and it is with pleasure that I will give you a critique of your painting that you've done during the live. And if you can't join us on Monday, then just by inscribing, you'll get the link to the live session that you can watch over and over again. This will be a huge live. It's a subject which is so foundational. The live series, this live session on the 30th of March is filling up very fast. So for those of you that do want to join, I would suggest that you join sooner rather than later because we have a maximum limit. I shall see you next Monday. Take care.